I haven't always been the confident person you see before you. In fact, for most of my life, I've been nothing like this. Most of my life, I thought I had to apologize for being myself because I was unwanted and deficient somehow. So I know both sides of this story, and let me make it clear, you really do not want to be in a relationship with someone who has low self-confidence. Why do I say this? Well, if you're not self-confident, you're afraid of putting the real you out into the world. And you're afraid of what might happen if people see the real you. And so you're constantly spending huge amounts of energy just trying to put on a brave face. Almost 2 years ago, I dated a girl who did a very convincing job that she was the perfect woman for me. Someone beautiful with a kind heart and who saw me as everything that she was looking for. And yet, when she would come to bed at night, I would sometimes get up later and go to the bathroom, and for some reason there was this weird artificial strawberry scent. And a while later I saw a vape pen in her handbag and put two and two together. And I wouldn't really have cared that much about the vaping. It's not ideal, but it's better than smoking. But the big red flag for me was the fact that she tried to hide it. And she'd spent so much energy building this ideal image of herself, that she was the perfect woman, and it was completely unsustainable. The truth was that I had no idea who this girl actually was. And at the same time, she was unable to see me apart through the lens of her low self-esteem. And we relate to other people through how we relate to ourselves. She couldn't give me herself because she couldn't even give herself and be happy with who she was. Someone with low self-confidence has every incentive to see the other person as a way of simply filling the gap of what they're not able to give to themselves. And that dependence is unattractive. No one wants someone who's going to be argumentative and difficult to get along with, but on the other side, being needy is an attraction killer, especially for women when they see it in a man. Women do get to be able to play the damsel in distress card a few times, whereas it's not really an option for a man. But if someone can't function without constant reassurance, you're going to drive away a healthy partner, male or female. And those of us who might have some kind of savior complex from a childhood of having to be the one who rescued your loved ones, and maybe now you're playing out that same dynamic in adult romantic relationships, well, you're setting yourself up to fail, because if you try to fix someone and maybe you do come along and you fix all their problems, what's going to happen once they eventually finally feel good with themselves? When they no longer need you? Well, once they get past need, they can go for what they want, which is very much likely to not be you. Ask me how I know. I am not saying that someone has to have perfect confidence in every area of their life. However, if there are some glaring problems that lead someone to hide the real self from you, then you can't really relate to them because you will never really see the real them. Anyway, that's a short, sweet video. I hope it was useful for some people. And please hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. And thank you very much for listening.